All right, well, welcome back, everybody. As you've seen by the intro right there, we've been doing a lot of cutting, and now we're going to do some splitting. These have been very popular videos over on Facebook, and of course, we have plenty of people on YouTube that tend to enjoy the firewood as well. This is special firewood right here that we are desperately needing for some upcoming cooking that we'll be doing all year long, and some projects and everything else. Let me show you, in case you missed the last episode, what I was just cutting it on, because it has just saved my back.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that you made that.
Yeah.
You needed it.
I did need that, and it works. All right, so if y'all missed the last episode where I built this gigantic sawhorse, log horse, whatever you want to call it, this is built out of solid 8x8s, and I built some wedges. And as you can see, you can put single logs in here. I could put a several 1,000-pound log, no problem. Put multiple ones in here. I was telling y'all in the last episode, I didn't think this was going to be as productive, but I wanted it to save my back, to keep me from having to cut on the ground and cutting my chainsaw into the dirt. But whenever I figured out I can stack 3 and 4 logs in there at a time, just mark one and cut through all of them because I have such a long bar on my chainsaw, well, production dramatically increased. So if y'all take a look over here, I've got a massive pile. This is all cherry, my favorite wood of all time. I love cooking with this, smoking with it, and I like it for our personal fires as well. It gives off a nice aroma, it crackles, it pops, and it actually colors your food very well if you use this for smoking. So this is all of the cherry that I have in that big pile down there. The rest is oak. So we're going to split up everything that we got. I've got more out in the woods. Problem is, our woods are underwater, so it's going to be a while before I can access some of that. But we need to go ahead and get as much of this split as we can and out along the fence line drying, because we're going to need it as soon as it's available to burn. All right, so y'all know the routine. We're going to be using our American CLS Animal. This thing has dramatically increased our firewood splitting game. And I actually haven't used it in a little while. We had a lot of storms and rain, so you can see I got a little bit of surface for us. That'll wear right off as soon as we start cycling this cylinder. So I'm ready to run this thing. right, Tiffany's being a quitter. Aren't you?
Tired.
She says she's tired. I was wanting to get a full cord split, but somebody's tired. And I
gotta build up my endurance.
I must admit I'm tired too, because it's at the end of the day. We've done lots of other stuff today other than splitting wood, and I've cut up a bunch of wood. So been a very, very busy day. But I'm very happy to say we got 2/3 of the cord done. I'll come out here. I don't think this is quite going to fill up another tote. It may. So we could wind up with a full cord of cherry, which is great, but I really would like to have several cords of cherry. We're going to have to try to get back out to our swamp to find some. Not 20, not of cherry. Not 20 cords of cherry.
Oh.
we're gonna sell oak.
Yeah, that would be way too much.
Yeah, we're gonna sell oak. Cherry is gonna be like my personal stash. If I wind up with a pile of it, I may sell some, but I tend to hoard cherry for myself. She's gonna head back to the house. We're gonna go stack this. We'll show you how I label it, and I'm putting it somewhere different and unique to try to get it to dry very quickly. All right, y'all probably noticed we're splitting as small a splits as we have ever split before, and that's because this right here is going to be for cooking, so I need it to get coals really quick. It's also, well, late. I should have been splitting this last year, so I need this split small so it dries really quickly, and we're going to put it out there in the sun where we catch sunlight all day long. We get good wind over there, and I'm gonna see if I can burn this relatively quick. Typically I can get cherry to dry in about 6 months down here in Florida. Splitting it small like this, putting it out there, I think I can get it dry even quicker to where it'll be at a low enough moisture content that we can start cooking with it. And believe it or not, some of this stuff's gonna get split down even further later. We're gonna have multiple ways that we're gonna use this. This is gonna be interesting this year. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I decided to make some red, white, and blue Chop Shop shirts. If you're interested in one, link's down in the description. I figured it would fit, well, the American theme that we have going on out here with the splitter and the American flags hanging and all that stuff. So as you can see, I like to label my totes front and back in case the sun fades one side or the other. But here's the month, the year, and what the wood is. It's going to be interesting seeing how quick we can get this to dry. It'll be a fun little experiment. Mr. Donald sent me this rake a long time ago. He is one of our viewers. It's called the Groundskeeper, and it's got spring-loaded, just wire right here. Works really well for raking up stuff out of rock like this or out of these asphalt millings because they can kind of go through unless it's a bigger piece, and you still get all your wood pieces. All right, y'all, I'm gonna finish cleaning this up. Thank y'all so much for watching. By the time this is released, we're already working on one of our big DIY projects, so we'll have that video out before long.